KLHS. Today is June 8th, 2016. I'm Fiona.
And I'm Izzy.
This is your KLHS broadcast. This week on your World News Wednesday, Muhammad Ali sadly passed away last Saturday.
Donald J. Trump is no longer self-funded. The apparent millionaire is now asking for a donor for his presidential campaign.
The presidential campaign is a tight race with Donald Trump as the Republican candidate, and Hillary Clinton is in the lead for Democrats with a 53.3% lead. Now off to weather with Olivia. Off to you, Olivia.
Fiona. Today is expected to be bright and sunny with a high of 86 and a low of 67 degrees with wind speeds of 8 miles per hour. Tonight should be clear with temperatures of 66 with a low of 60 degrees. Tomorrow will also be clear with a high of 93 and a low of 71 degrees with wind speeds of 10 to 20 miles per hour. That night will feature a clear sky and temperatures around 71 degrees. It's shaping up to be a beautiful week. Now back to the front desk.
Thanks, Olivia, for that fantastic weather forecast.
Up next, we have an exciting story on Color Guard.
What do you like most about Guard?
I absolutely love how hard it is. It's a challenge. You can't just be a dancer. You can't just be a Guard member. And you can't just be good at marching. You have to be good at all three. I feel like that's my favorite thing is the difficulty of Guard.
What is the hardest part about it?
The hardest part is, that's easy, watching everyone else get to experience how much of a thrill it is to perform in front of others.
What is it that Guard members most struggle with?
Really, most, I think, is either you're a good dancer or you're good at flags or rifles or sabers, but putting them together is the hardest part.
Since I'm a freshman and I have never held a flag in my life until tryouts, which was not too long ago. And so I guess it was really fun to think about. I know it might seem a little weird spinning flags, but it's actually really fun. The team, everybody is so nice and helpful towards everyone. And like if we're messing up on one part, then they will come by and help us with that part, and we'll help others who don't get, the right parts. Right now it seems like I was meant to do it, but I'm not very good, so I might not go all, high school years, but I might since it seems really fun.
That was a great story, Samantha and Amani.
Now for an interesting story on the blood drive.
Where and when is the blood drive that Key Club is hosting?
It's at Liberty Christian Fellowship. I have the address on posters that we will put around Liberty, and it's from 4 to 8 p.m. You can always donate if you're 16. If you're not, then you can feel free to show up, and we will need volunteers to help pass out snacks for people who've donated or help just comfort people. The blood goes to anyone really around local hospitals that are in need of blood.
Why should students donate blood?
Because really it just saves lives, and it's really worth it.
I chose to volunteer for the blood drive because my friends were volunteering and I know it's for a good cause. I've never volunteered at a blood drive, but I've given blood before.
And what was the experience like giving blood?
The experience was overall pretty good, and I felt really great after I gave it. People should know before giving blood that you should drink lots of fluids the day before, eat a good dinner and breakfast, and really just not to be too nervous about it because it's not that bad of an experience.
Don't forget to come and support the blood drive at Liberty Christian Fellowship on June 29th from 4 to 8 p.m. This is Ellen O'Dong, Stephanie Pham, and Kristen Greider.
Thanks for that story on the blood drive, Kristen, Stephanie, and Ellen.
Finally, here's some more information on Flag Day, which is June 14th.
Do you know what Flag Day is or when we celebrate it? In the future, you will know all of these answers. Flag Day is celebrated on June 14th and originated in the 1700s. This day in history was the very important day when we adopted the United States flag. Let's go see if some of your fellow teachers know what this holiday is.
When is Flag Day?
Flag Day is June 14th.
What is Flag Day?
Flag Day is the day that America celebrates the flag, and if you have a flag, most Americans fly it in their yard.
How do you celebrate Flag Day?
I don't have a flag, and I don't have any place to put one, so I just celebrate it in my heart, I guess.
When is Flag Day?
Flag Day is Tuesday, June 14th.
And what is Flag Day?
Flag Day is a day that was set aside for us to honor our American flag as a symbol of our nation.
How do you celebrate Flag Day?
Well, as its name implies, I put a flag out. I've got an American flag at home. I've got a flag post that I set out every Flag Day.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm Elijah Nash, and this is KLHS News.
That was really interesting, Anthony, Mustafa, and Elijah.
Summer has just begun, and this means that summer sports are starting up.
Many sports, such as soccer, softball, baseball, and cross country, are getting their head start on the school year.
Let's head over to Nick and Kristen, more on sports.
Thanks, guys. The NBA Finals got off to a great start for Bay Area residents as the Golden State Warriors took a 2-0 series lead over the Cleveland Cavaliers after a 110-77 blowout win. The Warriors saw an impressive effort from Draymond Green, who posted 28 points and 7 rebounds. The series heads to Cleveland today, where the Cavs will try to even things up.
In Royals news, they were swept last weekend by the Cleveland Indians in a 4-game series, the first time this has happened since the 2006 season, where the Royals lost 100 games. After getting blown out on Monday and getting to a fight on Tuesday, the Royals finish up their eventful series with the Orioles tonight at 6:05.
Now I'll look into some Stanley Cup action between the San Jose Sharks and the Pittsburgh Penguins. After the Pens took a 2-0 lead while the series was in Steel City, the Sharks pulled off a thrilling overtime victory at the SAP Center in San Jose to make it a 2-1 advantage for the Penguins. Despite the Sharks' efforts, they lost 3-1 on Monday, putting the Penguins on the cusp of a Stanley Cup. Game 5 is tonight at 7 p.m.
For local football, Liberty High and Liberty North are redoing their turf field this summer, so in the future, their football games will move away from being played at William Jewell College. For more about this story, we go to Zara, Kayla, and Lindsay.
On October 24th, 2014, Liberty High made history by playing our first home game on our own turf. Now, that turf will be getting a facelift. Liberty School District is undergoing many changes to athletic facilities. These changes include additions of new turf, bleachers, concessions amenities, field lights, scoreboards, and bathrooms. As Liberty schools begin playing their football games more at their real home and less at the familiar William Jewell Green Stadium, the venue requires some serious updates. The addition is estimated to cost between $4 and $5 million. Last autumn, the school board approved a $17 million project to build a new field house for Liberty High School. But the improvements don't end at volleyball and basketball, as these new field additions will enhance track meets and increasingly frequent football games at Liberty High.
I think the new turf will affect practices and games because we want to go up to William Jewell and travel a lot to go to Jewell for our games, and with practices, we can practice on and get used to the field and everything. I think it's a big accomplishment because, at these schools are, North is newer, but, Liberty's old. And turf just now being added on, a stadium and stuff like that'd be pretty cool because people just come to our school, and like more fans coming out instead of having to go up to Jewel and everything. Yeah, I'm excited for the new turf. It's going to be fun.
Liberty North High is receiving funds to make equivalent enhancements in their athletic facilities. As Liberty School District undergoes these changes, there will surely be more history to make in the future. Reporting for KLHS, this has been Lindsay Daniels, Zara Khan, and Kayla Jump. Now back to the front desk.
Thanks for that great story, guys. And finally, in some soccer news, the United States got off to a slow start in the Copa America series last week, falling 2-0 to Colombia. When Jurgen Klinsmann's squad played Costa Rica, however, they won by a 4-0 margin. In week 3 of the competition, the U.S. plays Paraguay, with the quarterfinals to finals of the series running from June 16th to June 26th. Now, back to the front desk.
That was very interesting, guys. Thanks for that great sports news.
Don't forget during the summer to stay hydrated and to put on sunscreen.
Have fun and stay safe.
That's all for your KLHS broadcast.
From Izzy Bates
and Fiona Burrows.
Thank you to Olivia, Nick, and Kristen.
And we'll see you next week.